excited. Everyone's excited, and so is Benji. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's Rita. I see all my friends are waiting for me. Thank you. Look at all my friends. I have four. Good morning. Uh-oh. Now I'm getting feedback. Hold on. All right. Can you still hear me? Um, not sure if you can. I turned down the volume. Someone please acknowledge if you can hear me. Oh, you can? Okay. Yeah. Hi. Hello, Cheryl. Hi, Delia. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Leslie, Barbara, Mama Bear. Yes, Diana. Hi, Babs. Yes. Santo is gone to Fall River. No, I think he went to Providence, Rhode Island today. And it's cold this morning. He came in, walked the dogs, and then he left for Providence, Rhode Island. He's got a job there. And today is my mother's 81st birthday, and I want to say happy birthday. She's still sleeping. I didn't want to wake her up. So she might come in during the show to feed the guinea pigs. Oh my God, I have to tell you a funny story. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like, oh, gee. Um, my mother takes care of my guinea pigs, and I always set the food out for her so that she knows what she's going to feed them. And so, it's like carrots and salad because they're vegetarians, right? And I don't know what came over her yesterday, but I hadn't gone shopping, so I didn't have hardly anything fresh. Like I had some carrots and some asparagus, but that's kind of it. And so I went out. Oh, nice. Happy birthday to your sister, Gloria. Happy birthday. And so I came back in after walking the dogs, and she was putting like cooked food inside there. I'm like, oh no, mom, they're vegetarians, they're herbivores. And they were giving me like such side eye. They were like, what's this lady doing? And guinea pigs can give side eye like no other animal. Like, I mean, I know corgis can give you side eye, but these guinea pigs were like, what are you doing to me, lady? What's going on here? So, good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday to my mother and to everybody else that's having birthday today. And, yes. Oh, I know the skunk is so cute. We're going to do the skunk too. So today we're making cards, back to our card making. And this one is from Rob and Bob. Thank you so much, Lucinda. And it is a paper card, but I use iron on it. And this is the iron on that I'm using. It's white glitter iron on. This is a smart iron on. If you don't have smart, then you can use regular, no problem. To make this card, we're going to need a few things. A couple sheets of paper, 8.5 by 11. This is a cut piece, but we're going to need a couple sheets of paper. You don't have to choose the colors that I chose, but I chose white for the inside, and then for the outside, I chose this really pretty lavender, and then my favorite mint green, and I think it looks lovely. But if you don't have these colors, choose something else. It's not all white in snow, right? And I just love this cute card because it's like, for me, it's one of those. I forgot to send you a Christmas card, so I'm going to send you this one, and hopefully you'll be okay with that. And so this is a really fun and easy card. It is also free in Design Space if you are a Design Space Access subscriber. So I'm going to show you how to do this from start to finish. It's so easy and fun. First, I'd like to just show you community, because for people who want to know how to find these files, they're all in Cricut community. I'm showing you everything that's in Cricut community under my profile. So I want to encourage you to come and check it out and follow me. I now have a few extra followers. let's say hi to them. Good morning, Don and Laura and Shannon, Ink the Dude. Good morning, Manthe, Kim, Lynn, and Teresa, and Darlene, Kevin, Sharon, Kathleen, Kim, Sherry Muha. I recognize that name. Ibtisam, Saeed. Nice. Good morning. And Jerry and Rochelle and Jacqueline and Sandra and Ruth Anne Marie. And what's this? EGP Cricket and Craft. I was already following you. Good morning, Angela, Catriona, maybe Catriona. Pretty name. Luann and Connie, Vanessa, Donna, and Sherry. Good morning. You are entered into the ranks of Miss Rita Cricket Chatters. And you, once you follow me, and even actually if you don't follow me, just want to get this file, you can find me in the Cricut community. Let me show you where. So usually you're on your canvas when you're working with Design Space. But we're gonna, so this is a project that I was working on for the Joy for Friday. So we're gonna actually go up here to these triple lines. They're called, that's called a hamburger icon, because this is America and we think everything is hamburgers. So go up to the hamburger icon and go and choose home. Okay. Now you should, if you hit on that hamburger icon, you should see a picture of yourself, your beautiful face, or whatever you chose to put there in your profile picture, and your name. And then there's learning plan, home, and canvas. So let's choose home because we were already on canvas. So look here, this is the home page for Cricut. So this is the page where you'll find everything that's new, exciting, and on sale at Cricut. And so you'll find also videos and just different information. So here is social. If you scroll, these are featured images. This is social. Look at the community projects. I don't know what my dog is chewing. Hey, you, come over here. What are you chewing on, Benji? Or maybe it's Teddy Bear. Okay, so let's see. These are all really fun community projects. If I choose see more, how come it's not doing anything? Because I chose see more. All right, so instead of choosing see more, I'm just going to type in Miss Rita and see what happens up here in this universal search box. It thinks just not working today. Is everything slow because it's cold? Here we go. All right. So some of these are Miss and some of them are Rita. And these are my projects. You see, these are my projects. These are Cricut projects that for some reason they have Miss in them. I miss you. And then if you look under community members, community projects, you will see these. And some of these are from me and some of them are from other people who were inspired by me. We've talked about that before. Look, here's Patricia Brewer. She did her own version of that stacked jack-o'-lantern. And there's also some of me here. Let's see, this one here is a mat for frames that has my good boy, Gus in there, who looks a lot like Benji. And yeah, so there are all of these things. So what you need to do is click on one of my projects. So this one is a really fun project. We need to do this again. This is the Leah Griffith Deer in the Snowy Woods card, and we need to do that. But anyway, that's how you find me, and that's how you can pick up the file. So today, let's go back to Canvas now. So today we're going to be doing this card, and wait, not this card. That's Friday's card. Let's see. And today's only Wednesday, right? It's just Wednesday. Let's find Wednesday's card. Where is Wednesday's card? Wednesday, there it is, Bob and Bob, Beauty of the Season, Winter card. So let's get to that. Yay. Now, as I mentioned before, this is a Cricut Access free for Cricut Access subscribers. I'm going to show you where to find it in case you can't find me in the community. So I'm going to just hide this for right now. I'm going to go to images and then I'm going to choose image sets because we know this is a Rob and Bob image. So we're going to type in the word, or actually the name, Rob. Oh my gosh, am I seeing a 2023 calendar? Holy cow. Oh my gosh, you guys. It looks like a writing calendar. All right. Let's see. So we're Rob and Bob, and we're gonna be looking under, where is it? It's under holiday collection. I think it's under holiday collection 2. Yes, it is. Okay. So it's called Rob and Bob Holiday Collection 2, which are like Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, but also includes these winter ones. So here it is. It's called the Frosty Forest card. And I'm going to just show you something else. I bookmarked this card because I like it. I want to do it sometime. So I want to just show you something new they added. If you click on the triple dots here, you can choose add to collection. So this is a new feature that they've done with collections. Remember collections? They launched that last year, I think, and it allowed us to put all our projects into files. So the projects, everything was so neat and easy to find using collections. But now what they've done is they've extended it to bookmarked images and fonts. So if you bookmark an image or a font, you can now send it to a collection. So I am going to actually find my Rob and Bob file folder. Where is it? Rob and Bob. I'm going to choose that. And then I'm also going to choose cards. See, because you can do more than one. And then I will also choose winter. So now when I'm looking at my collections, I can find that image, not just the project, right? I can do that for all of my image. So then when I am just looking at images, I can go to browse all images. And then over here, I can see my stuff, choose bookmarked, and it will show me all my bookmarked images. Or if I wanted to, look at all my adorable bookmarked images. Oh, I have so many. I hope they let us bookmark as many as we want because, oh my gosh, so many cute ones that I can't stop and I won't stop. Okay. So anyway, we're going, I didn't bring the image in, but the image is just kind of like this. And let's ungroup it so we can have a look at all the pieces. So this is the inside of the card. I did add this text. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is the outside of the card. You'll notice that this one is 7 by 10 and this one is a little bit smaller. It's 7 by 9.8. Actually, I'm going to make it 6.8 by 9.8. Okay, because I want it to be sort of nestled on the inside. And then on the front is a color that's green, and then this front is the glitter piece. Now you can cut this out using a lot of different things. You can use just plain white cardstock. You can use glitter cardstock. You can use glitter iron-on, glitter vinyl or regular vinyl or regular iron-on. So you can choose a lot of different things here. Today I chose the iron-on. I'm going to show you how to make this. Okay. But first let's talk about the text. So I put the text in here, may the beauty of the season fill your heart with peace. I thought that was pretty. And it refers to the card, which I thought was really nice. So I chose, I don't know what the name of my I don't know what the name is. Okay, I think this is called BFC Sugared Apples. So that's the font. But see what I'm doing? I've got my font here and I want to, let's say, change it. So the way that I did this was I just went to text and I started and I typed my text. And then once I did that, I clicked on, let me just click on that again. I clicked on up here at fonts and I actually went to my bookmarks and I looked at some and I said, what do I like here for this card? What looks kind of cute for this card? And we've used this one a couple times actually this week, BFC basically. So I think I'll choose, how about Santa's toy bag? That might look nice. So look, it's Santa's toy bag, but I don't like the bubble letters, so I'm not going to choose that one. Let's choose this one. It's called Fontastic Fonts DJ Terrific. I like that. And so I click on it and you see it changes a little bit. I have to just detach this so I can change it. So here we go. I detached the saying or the sentiment, and now I need to change the size, and I can also change the color. So let's do that. So we're just going to move this over. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and let's choose a pretty color. So we're going up here to pen, and let's choose fine point. What do I have here? I have this extra fine point in Huckleberry, okay? So let's go up here and choose extra fine point and we'll scroll to see if we can find Huckleberry. I don't see it. Maybe it's lilac now because it's kind of purpley, but not quite, it's not quite plum. Maybe it's violet. Okay, that looks good. All right. Now that I like the color, I like the font, I then have to select these two and hit attach. And really, that's all I did to this card. I made it the right size, 7 by 10, which makes a 5 by 7 inch card that's folded. I added a sentiment and I changed the font to something that I liked. Now I'm ready to cut. But before I do that, I'm going to do save. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. Now, if I were you, and I were coming to pick up this file, you can save this as a save as so that it saves to your version of the design space, the desktop version. Now, if I wanted to share this with others and put it into the community, I would come here and I would toggle this on and choose make public in design space. You see that? I hit OK, and then I get the shower of confetti, which I love because who doesn't like confetti? And then also I go in and edit this project by adding images. I make sure that I change the name if I need to, add a description, and then I choose tags. Okay, so that's all before. I usually do that before I actually go and cut it out because I want people to see what I'm working on for the next day. Okay, now let's hit make it. So we hit make it, and you guys know I love to make 2 cards at once because I don't want to waste material. So I'm going to hit 2 and hit apply. Now let's look at my mat. So I have this mat. This is a perfect card for doing 8.5 by 11-inch paper, which is what I'm going to use, except for this. This is going to be our iron-on. So first of all, I need to mirror this. Now, because I'm also using Smart Iron-On can only be used in a Maker 3, Explorer 3, and in a smaller version for the Joy. So I do not need, for Smart Iron-On, I do not need a mat, and I need to tell my computer over here, material load type, I have to choose without mat. But it's not letting me choose without mat, so I don't know what that's about. Why is that? Why is that? Let's see. Oh, it's just not doing that. So I think I might have to cancel and come back because, hello, it should allow me to do that. If not, I'm going to have to find my white. See, you can never plan when you are, so look at it saying on mat. That is so bizarre. All right, so I'm going to mirror this. I'm going to leave it on the mat and we'll cut it out. Okay, so I have 6 different mats over here. Most of them are going to be in the the 8.5 by 11 inch paper. Some are going to use the stylus and some are going to also use a pen. So let's go ahead and start from the top. You notice this one here says I need to score, I need to have a pen ready, and then I'm going to do a basic cut. But before that, I need to choose the cardstock. So I'm going to choose this cardstock medium because most of the cardstock we cut with our Cricuts is a medium cardstock. It is 80-pound weight. Okay, 80-pound weight. And in this case, I am going to choose the scoring stylus because I know most of you use the scoring stylus. Very few use the scoring wheel just yet. And so this is the scoring stylus. If you like paper projects, right? Paper, different, like if you like to make paper projects, you need one of these. It's about $6 at when it's on sale. Maybe it's like $10 when it's not on sale. But it's basically like a pen, but it doesn't have any ink, and it has kind of a sharp tip, but not a blade. And you're going to put it in your A clamp. So let's go over here, and I'll show you how you put it in. So I'm choosing that on my screen and I am going to make sure it's all the way down so that you can't see that little triangle, okay? And then close your mat. Now remember what I always say, Cricut machines always do things in the same order. So in this case, we're going to do the scoring first, then we're going to do the pen, and then it will cut out the card. So I wanted you to see how I swapped that out. So there's my 8.5 by 11 inch paper, and it's in white, and I'm going to just load this. And I will hit the go button or the go button, the play button, right? I'm going to hit that and it will start with the score, which is right down in the middle, you see? So here, let's hit that. Come on. Everything's slow today, I think because it's so cold out. All right, so the scoring is done, and now I'm going to put in the pen. So I have to open this, take out my scoring stylus, take my pen, and pop it in. Make sure that that little triangle is hidden. You see that little triangle on all the pans? So you're going to make sure it's hidden, and then close it, and then hit play again. So let's do that, and it will start to write our sentiment, which is, may the beauty of the season fill your heart with peace. Isn't that a nice sentiment? So now I'm hunting for my not on a mat, my non-smart iron on. And you know what? I just came across this. This is that mesh vinyl. Why don't we use it? Because it's stars and it's white. Oh my gosh, I want to use this so bad. So I'm gonna get ready to use it because we have a lot of interesting iron-on choices with Cricut. They give us all kinds of different things to play with, and one of them is this mesh iron-on. And this one happens to have not hearts, but stars. They've had hearts, they've had circles, and they've had stars. And oh, I think they had Mickey Mouse as well. So, so that's floating all around. I don't generally do Mickey Mouse. I don't do much of anything that's licensed because I like to share my projects and I can't really share licensed ones. My friend Cheryl has a good eye because I actually shared a Star Wars Valentine project and she said, you better take out that saying that says this is available for free because I know Mickey Mouse they are not keen. They are so not keen to share their projects. You'd think they would be. I mean, 50 years of being in the business and they would be, right? But nope, guess not. So I'm going to bring you down here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to actually try this. This is glitter mesh with stars. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. All right, so I'm going to put it on my mat. Now it appears that I have maybe 16 inches of this. And so I'm just going to leave it on there. I'm only going to need about 5 inches. But the thing that I totally hate about these green mats is that when you put this thicker material on, whoops, when you put this thicker material on, okay, it will lift here. Now, I saw somebody saying, why is my machine red? Sometimes if your item gets jammed in there, it turns your light red and you're basically frozen. If this has ever happened to you, it's sort of jarring when it happens. You're like, oh my God, I broke my Cricut. But you didn't break your Cricut. You just jammed something in there. So you have to back out of whatever you're doing, both on your screen and on your machine. So get that out. You have to turn it off and on, and then eject the jammed one, and do this instead. Put some masking tape around it so that when it's going back and forth under that roller, it's not going to keep lifting and possibly getting stuck. Okay? So let's see, there's our first mat, and I am going to make sure that I do now the mesh. So I'm going to choose base. This is my cut. It's still on mirror. I'm going to go to my material setting and I'm going to do browse all materials. And then I'm going to scroll. You can also search, but I'm going to scroll down to iron on and I'm going to find glitter mesh iron on. Okay. This is good. I've been wanting to come up with a project for this. So let's try it out. It is scary, right? It jars you. You're like, oh my God, I just broke the thing I love most in my whole world. Because I do, like when I think about, I got to tell you guys, I had coffee this morning. And I had it yesterday, and last night I had the most vivid dreams. Oh my God. All right, so here we go. Let's put this in. And again, I still have some on this. I don't know, you can see that, but all right. So yes, I had coffee last. So last night I had an executive session of the Conservation Commission, which is a commission that the mayor appointed me to. I'm going to hit go now. It appointed me to about 3 years ago, and this is my third year doing it. And we're in the middle of a couple of different big things, and so we had to have an executive meeting. So, which is great, but like I said to my sister, I have to go out of my house for these things now because the last 2 years everything was Zoom, but I had to go in person, and this was my second day leaving the house in a row, second day in a row, and I said, "Look at me, I go out now," and my sister thought that was so hilarious. I like to keep my sister laughing because she's a good person, and I just like to see her laugh because it makes me feel like I'm like the comedian in the family. I am the middle child. So the middle child's the most creative. So let's see how this is going. Oh my gosh. Live is so fun, isn't it? Hi everyone. How we all doing? You use the scoring wheel, but for the ones using the stylus, if you want a deeper... Yes, Gloria. Preach, girl. Yes. Hi, Eileen. Good morning. I want to see how this works. I'm so excited. But yes, I am so excited because I did have coffee. I went over to McDonald's. Do you guys have that McDonald's app? Now, I don't go to McDonald's all that much, but my son likes it. So I got the app, and they give you all these points. So I was like, I'm downtown. Maybe I'll get a nice coffee drink for my executive session. So this was 4:30 in the afternoon, and then I started drinking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't drink this whole thing. So I left it in my car, I brought it home, stuck it in my fridge, and this morning I'm like, oh, it's morning, I can have coffee. But one of the things is, since I got my diagnosis, my stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, I have cut out all caffeinated drinks, and that includes coffee, and I love coffee. So now I only have it like once or twice a month at most. But I found what happens is it really the caffeine. Oh, I'm like awake, and I have the most vivid dreams, and I'm like, so this is coffee. It feels like something new, like I've never had before. It's so lovely. It's so nice to be caffeinated. Yay! Oh, I can hear Mom awake. All right. And yes, I use my Keurig, but I had to like retire my Keurig for in July last year when I got my diagnosis because I started looking for different nutritional ways I can support the treatment that I'm getting from Mass General. And I have the best medical team, but I wanted to do my part because the first time I had cancer, I didn't. I didn't do my part. I didn't take care of myself by exercising and eating right. And I think I'm oh well, it's okay. I got the treatment. But this time I said, you know what? I need to help me. I have to help them help me. So I need to do my part. And my part is the nutrition, the supplements, and the exercise. I need to keep my body in good working order so that the treatments they give me work. And I fully expect them to work. So I need to do my part. So I am literally saving my own life. I don't know if that's being a little dramatic, but that's how I think. I am helping to save my own life. When you change your perspective about things, when you stop thinking, oh, I'm getting cancer treatment because I have cancer, versus I'm taking care of my body now because I needed to run so I can do all this other stuff. And that's how I'm starting to look at things. And I think it's healthy that way. I really do. I have a zest for life like I have never had before. And when I see people and they ask me how I am, I say, I'm great. I'm doing great. Yeah, I have cancer, but I'm still doing great, and I feel hopeful. I feel positive about my life, and I know I'm doing something to help myself. You see? So I took off my this here masking tape. This piece got stuck, and now what I'm going to do is move my mats. Let's move this space over, and you see here, this is where it ends. So I'm going to get my little ruler. It's not a little ruler. It's just my ruler. And I actually don't need the ruler because of the stars here, but I'll do it just because it's good practice. Okay? And then I'm going to get my True Control knife. This is one of my favorite things in the whole world, next to my Cricut. Let me put this down here so you can see what I'm doing. And then I am going to hold that there and take my True Control knife. I'm working on a surface that is called a self-heal mat, so I don't have to worry about those cuts. So now that is these two items. They are still available on Cricut. Okay, and now I have this extra, so if I wanted to make more of these cards, I can do that. So I'm going to put that away. And let's have a look at our cutouts. Now, also, I want to tell you, you got to save these scraps because they come in such handy. In such handy. That's not right. They come in handy. So I am going to sort of peel off this. I hate waste. So my friend Christine, who gets all my scraps, is going to get that. Okay, so look at this. I know you can't really see too much. So I'm going to get my weeding tool, and in the corner, I'm just going to start by pulling it. And oh my goodness. Oh, did it work? Yes, it worked. This is going to look fabulous, I think, because it's like they're like snowflakes. It doesn't come in snowflake edition. So we'll just have to use the stars as snowflakes. Isn't that cool? Now we're going to need a iron or a heat press. I'm going to use my little favorite heat press. It's the Cricut Mini. And if you don't already have one, you should strongly consider it because it works fabulously. And it's so easy. It's not that bulky. You don't have to take up all your room. And I just like it a lot. Look at what I'm doing here. This is in the middle here. I know you can't see that, but I just wanted to show you. So these are the two pieces, but it didn't come off all in one piece. I have to, because it's stars. You see what I'm doing? So let's see. What else is going on while I do this? Because I have to weed it. So I'm going to go in with my scissors because I find this easier. And I'm going to cut this in half and weed them separately. So let's have a look how this goes. Okay. This might be a little harder to weed. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more pieces to weed, but that's okay. We got a few minutes, right? We got a few minutes. The only thing about drinking the coffee today is I have another meeting tonight. And these meetings, they kind of go long. So it's a Zoom meeting this time. So I am going to have a couple of days where I am not getting as much sleep. And so I hope that I don't get sick because I am trying so hard right now. I get an A for effort as I think it was my nun friend, Sister ML from Bishop Fenwick, who used to say that. A for effort. I know a lot of people say that too. She had a lot of different sayings, and I was actually reminiscing with a former alumni. Saying, no, not you're not a former alumni. You're an alumni. a former student of hers. Just at Christmas time, my friend Camille over at Peabody TV also had her. Her name was Sister Mary Louise Burns. And if you are about my age and you went to school uh, at Bishop Fenwick, which is the Catholic school here, and I'm a graduate of them. So I graduated from Fenwick, and I took French and Latin during that whole time. Don't ask me why I took Latin, but it did help me. I was interested in actually theater arts um, and especially like old theater arts and theater studies. And also I loved words. I was a reader. I was like, my library card, I practically wore it out when I was a kid, and all I did was read. I always brought a book with me everywhere I went. And in I've told this story before, but in New England, or in the Boston area, which is where I am, um, we don't pronounce our R's, especially on the in the middle of the word, but sometimes on the end. But my name, Rita, Rita, anything that ended with an A, all those R's that we lopped off ended at the end of a word that ended in A. So to my family, I'm talking cousins, aunts, uncles, they called me Reader. Reader. And when I went to college and, oh, I'm so smart and everything, I was like, I don't like to be called Reader. So I went with my full name, which is Rita Marie, and it just stuck. Well, nowadays people don't do that. And so they're like, oh, do you go by Rita Marie or Rita? And I just say, anything you want to call me, it's fine. But back in the day, I did not want to be called Reader. So that's my little story. And ML, look at this. Oh my God. Is this not the cutest? This is going to make this card so fabulous. Wow. I love happy accidents. This is a happy accident. So much fun. Yeah, so I go by Rita Marie, and I go by Rita Marie is actually my legal name, Rita Marie, and my middle name is Elizabeth, and my last name is Cavicchio. It's my family name. I never, when I was married, I never went by my married name. I know that was not unusual these days, but it is very common nowadays. So here is the inside of our card. May the beauty of the season fill your heart with peace. It looks so cute. And this is the outside of the card. So let's handle that first. What we're going to do is put double stick tape all around. Oh, I hear Nana Ina is up, and she's on the phone, probably getting birthday wishes from her other daughters. So I didn't get to wish her happy birthday first. So there's a little competition that goes on, I guess. All right, so we're putting this double stick tape. Now, folks, do not buy this. Well, it's your money. You do what you want. But I buy this stuff in the bulk, like 8 or 10 rolls on Amazon. It's just 1/4-inch double stick tape, and it's the best. So, you can buy them at like the craft store or the scrapbooking site. But to me, it's like all the same. You don't have to worry if it's cheap. I think you can also buy it at the Dollar Tree. But we can ask one of our Dollar Tree fans. Is Dawn here? She loves Dollar Tree. Oh, we are having a birthday party for Mom, but she's been holding out on us because we keep saying, what would you like to do? Would you like to go out? Would you like to stay in? What kind of food would you like? That sort of thing. So she's been holding out on us. She's like, let me get back to you on that. And I'm like, let me get back to you on that. I mean, your birthday is Wednesday. And she's saying, let me get back to you on that on Saturday. And I'm like, come on, lady, you got to make up your mind. Okay, so now we have the inside of the card done. We have this piece of cardstock that we're going to actually put our, look at that. It's gonna look so awesome. Wow, I really like it. So we're going to need something to protect our surfaces. I'm using this little 8x10. Isn't it adorable? 8x10 mat. I'm gonna go up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And then I've got my Easy Press Mini. So I'm going to turn that on. I think it needs to be on 2 squiggles, but while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to rush over to my website to Cricut the heat guide. So I need to type in Cricut heat guide. Here we go. Cricut heat guide. I know you can't see it, but I can actually move it so you can see it. I'm going to choose Easy Press Mini. I'm going to choose, what's it called? Mesh? It's Glitter Mesh Iron-On. Okay, Glitter Mesh Iron-On and cardstock. And see what it comes up with. Nope, it needs to be on low. Okay, low. Happy birthday to another person, whoever is having the birthday. All right, so I need to change this. So I'm going to click this button. Actually, I had to click it twice, and it turns off. And then I'm going to turn it on once, and now it is orange. So we're waiting for it to turn green. And yes, if you've never seen this done before, you absolutely can iron on cardstock. So that is what we are going to do. Now my mini's ready. I heard it being ready because it gave me the beep signal. And I am just going to line up the cardstock to that. Make sure I don't have any stray pieces, which I do. I have this little stray piece I need to get out. Give it a good look over before I start. This over here, it appears that's the way it's supposed to be. And so if you are using this mesh, note that right here and here, that is going to be the stars. So like for instance, this here with the squirrel, that part of his head is not going to show up. But your eye is trained to see that because of the pattern. Okay, it's ready. And we are going to start with the mini, and we're just rolling over the mini. Yeah, I do the same thing, gal. Oh, Gloria. So Gloria said, when you heat the mat and you're doing, Gloria, you are just filled with advice today. She's saying, heat up your mat, put your HTV on the mat, and it will, for a few seconds, and it will be easier to weed. What a great tip. Thank you, Gloria. I love you guys. You're so awesome. All right, so we have to, according to the screen, we have to do it for 25 seconds, but that is for the entire surface, right? And with this thing is small, so if we have the bigger one, yeah, we could do it for 25 seconds, but because we have the smaller one, we have to do it for longer. And I'm also thinking glitter sometimes takes a little bit longer for me when I do it this way. So there's no harm in doing that. There's also no harm in turning it over and doing it like this. And in fact, it's actually probably good to do it that way because it brings the heat to that bottom piece, just like Gloria was saying, if you were going to weed. Okay. Now, glitter needs to peel cold, but I'm just gonna do a few more seconds here. Uh-oh, look, we have some stray how did I not see that? Hello, what's wrong with me? Maybe I'll pull it off after we get this off. All right, but you see there, these little pieces, I didn't weed them away from my project. Happy accident. Happy accident. Let's channel Bob Ross in here and be a happy little accident. I miss that guy. So positive. Him and Mr. Rogers, man. I grew up with those guys, and I'm telling you, they were the best role models. I don't know how Teletubbies are role, and they're not even Teletubbies anymore. I don't know what they. Nowadays, I think they're Paw Patrol, which is cute, but I just liked the very, niceness of Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers. So this is cooling up, but oopsie, look at that. So let's go back and make sure we get those edges. Yeah, right, Babs? Happy little accidents. They're happy little accidents. So, like we did the wood, we needed to make sure we did the edges on the wood piece we did last week. Remember that wood circle? I'm just going to make sure all these edges are really good and done. I'll even flip it over and do the little edges over here. Now, I do notice that for some reason, this I made slightly bigger than the paper. And that's odd to me. So I'm going to actually take my True Control knife and just cut this along here because I don't want it to overlap. It will look kind of not so great. It won't look professional. So I'm going to just take that right out of the equation. You see, you can do this after or before, but I think it's probably easier to do it now because it has that backing, which will make it easier to do. Yay! All right, let's make sure I do this here. So yes, we're going to have a party. It's hard when your birthday is at the beginning of January. Same as if your birthday is at the end of December, because everybody is like kind of partied out. So we sort of go a little overboard with Mom. And so we'll do something and I'll post pictures so you guys know. All right, so now we can remove this. I'm seeing not so good things right here. So where's my thing? So this is a little bit more work with the mesh, but I kind of like the effect. What do you guys think? Do you like the effect? Let's see. Oh, they came off. They came off. Look at that. Where's my weeding tool? See this? These little pieces, they're accidents, but they were coming off. So a couple of them did. The other two did not. Now, I'm seeing at the bottom here, it's not, I don't remember doing that little part over there. And while I still have it on there, I'll just kind of come down here. Come on, edges. Do it for me, please. So while we're waiting for that to cool, this is my original design, which I use the smart vinyl for, not the mesh. And it leaves a beautiful silhouette. And this is with the mesh, glitter mesh iron-on. Still, I'm not really happy there. I'm not really happy with this. Come on, do it. Be patient, Rita. Patience is a virtue. There we go. Okay, last bit that we need to do so we can turn this off. Or if you're making more than one, keep it on. It will turn off if you don't get to it. And now we just need to attach this to our card base. And we will use double stick tape for that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to quit it with the caffeine. maybe like once a month when I go out or something like that. But I used to be a habitual coffee drinker. So for me to give up coffee in July was a big deal. And the reason why I give it up is because I don't like sugar in my coffee. I like artificial sweeteners, and I read that's a no no. And I also like mine really creamy. And that's also kind of a no no when you're trying to watch your waistline. I'm watching my waistline all right. I'm watching my waistline go crazy, right? But I said, no, can't do it. And I only had it a couple times this Christmas. And both times that I had it was after or during my appearances at the Create and Escape when I was Mrs. Who from Whoville, and then what was I, Mrs. Claus, Jessica Claus. So those were the 2 days. Now I'm thinking I don't like this, but I do like this. This the stars bit. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna heat this up. Where's my little piece that I used? Come on. Here it is. I'm going to heat this up just ever so gently. I actually turned this off. And I'm going to see if I can pick it up. Yeah, I did it. I did it. This one, was this one supposed to come off too? Honestly, don't think it really much matters. I think that one actually belongs on there. Maybe not. I don't know. So let's see if we can pick it up. All right. That's it. So whether you like the glitter mesh or just the glitter, what do you think? Beautiful card. Looks great. Which one's your favorite? I don't know which one's my favorite. I don't like that I messed up here, but I gotta say, I think I like the plain glitter. Not the mesh, but we tried the mesh, and that's the important thing. We've gotten mesh in mystery boxes for a long time now, and I never know what to do with them. And so this is perfect because I'm always like afraid I don't want to mess up a t-shirt because I can't give a t-shirt away if it's got a slight imperfection, and so I can't like give it away. So there you go. Anyway, do we have some people that might want this card? I have, let's see, 1, 2, I'm going to have 3 of them. So do I have some people that love this card and want to get it, whether it's going to be glitter? Make it 4. Make it 4, Loretta. I'll make 4 of them and I'll send them out. By the way, if you're still waiting for your winnings, whether it's your Cricut Cutie or another thing, I promise you, I am working on it. There's a lot of cleaning in my craft studio that needs to get done. And so this week, I wanted to get those packages out. I already told Santo that I need to go to the post office because I have a few things that need to be mailed. So I will be getting those out to you soon. I apologize. And there you go. If you'd like to receive this card. Yeah, we need to use this mesh. And I think this was a good use of the mesh. But if I had a favorite, I probably would have used this. But you know what? I'm kind of glad to use the mesh, and it's actually growing on me a little bit. A thing I don't like is how the squirrel's head got messed up, and sort of also the deer. So if I were to isolate the deer and the squirrel, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so for the 3rd and 4th, I'll make one regular. So I can't guarantee that you're going to get the mesh or the plain, but you will get one if you win it, okay? I know you are, Dorothy. I know. Take it. I could not find my wobbles yesterday. You ordered more, Dean? I'm not sure if they're coming in. I reported them as lost because you know on Amazon they take a picture and they send it to you and they say delivered. Well, they had a picture and it kind of looked like my house, but I knew it wasn't my house because it had lights on the like Christmas lights, and I'm like, I did not receive this. Somebody else did, and they never, when you get something wrong, I always just hand deliver it to the person. But sometimes people don't do that. So, yeah, I never got it. So I don't know if they're resending me or they're just crediting me. So I might have to reorder that. Oh, by the way, I did do a little shopping on Amazon yesterday. So be prepared for some fun new techniques. We're going to be working with ink and some rubber stamping and embossing. What else are we working with? Watercolor pens, and the watercolors because I wanted to work on that. Last week when we had the smart paper sticker cardstock that came in it was black and it came in the, what was it called? Happy New Year. New resolutions. I don't know. Whatever that one was last week. Oh, it was red carpet, right? The one with the Merlot. So we're going to use that black sticker cardstock to do an Anna Griffin card on the Joy on Friday. Okay. I can't find mine either. And I did tear things apart. You found them? So go find your wobbles and I'm going to, do that. I'll find mine, and I found an adorable wobble to, like a design to do it on, actually. And it wasn't even a corgi, although we can do. So what's a wobble? Let me move this over here. So congratulations to our winners. And make sure you send me an email and I will get those out to you. But also know that I am behind on that part of the project. Okay, so what's a wobble? Let's head on over to Amazon. I can show you. They're calling them wobbles, but they are called action wobbles, and they are by Hampton Arts, I believe. So let's type in action wobbles. There we go. Hampton Art action, and you can buy them. They're a bit pricey, but they really make your card go like boop. It's on sale right now. So these action wobbles are they're these little double stick, but inside is a plastic spring, and you put it in your card and it makes the top item of your card wobble around. It's so adorable, but if money's an issue, they are a bit expensive. Now, someone did tell me, now look, see, I've purchased these, and the last time I purchased it was December 14th. So, and it says to view order, but I think that yeah, I refunded it. So there's no need to return your item. There's no item to return. When will it return? I have to buy it again. I have to buy them again. So I'm going to buy them again. All right. So that's an action wobble. I think I will buy that again, but also know, ooh, I got these pretty things in my cart. Go looking for your glossy accents, people, because I'm going to be using glossy accents when it finally comes. That's the other thing I couldn't find. This one here is a 2-ounce bottle. You don't need 2 ounces unless you're going to go glossy accent crazy, but I think it's cheaper to buy it at 2 ounces than having to replace the little tiny bottles. So I think I ordered the glossy accents. Yep, I did, with these little tiny glue bottles. And look you get a little funnel. So I'm going to do glossy accents on a card, and so I needed to get it. So wobbles and glossy accents, go find yours in your stash hoard. And if you don't have them, Maybe it should be a challenge. Yeah. We should start doing challenges. You're right, Gail. The only problem is on YouTube, you can't really share your challenges. So we're gonna have to we're gonna have to think about that a little bit more, okay? Okay, Gail. So that's it for me for today. Oh, hey, April, how are you today? How's your dad doing? Yeah, so I've never seen these action wobbles at Michael's. So let me see if they have it on Michael's. Let's go there and check it out. See if they have action wobbles at Michael's. I don't see any action wobbles. Maybe in your Michael's, what are they doing with the spin thing? Maybe wobbles. I mean, you should just type wobbles, but nope. They don't have it on their store. So, I mean, on their online. So they probably just have wobbles at your store or some of the store. Oh, they're called mini craft springs. Okay, let's try that. Mini craft springs. Okay, so if you're looking at Michael's, yep, there they are. And they're cheaper if you buy them there. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Okay, buy them at Michael's because they're by recollections. And there are 1, 2, 3, I don't know how many you get in here. 12. You get 12 for $5, but you have to have it mailed to you if they don't sell it at the store. And see here, it's not sold at the Liberty Tree Mall. So, or they're at the plaza. And it's not sold there. So I'd have to find it at another store. And that's my closest store. So I think I'll just order it next time I'm doing an order from Michael's, which I want to see. Maybe they have some Valentine's paper. Let's go to categories. If you guys are sticking with me, let's go to categories and paper craft and see what they got. If they have anything Valentine-y there. So there's paper. Oh, they do. Up, gotta get my Valentine's Day. Oh, this is only a 6x6. Meh. No, I need. Oh, what's this one? 6x6 too. Look at this one's 12x12. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Valentine's Day sweetheart paper pad. They have it at the store. Oh, but I want to also get those wobbles. So I'm going to order it. All right, you guys, I think that's it. We're shopping. Oh, we have coupons. Me too. I have coupons too. Oh, I want this too. Let's get this too. Ship it to me. Paper pads. How many sheets? 36. See what they're doing? Shrinkflation. I'm going to buy 2 of those because it's shrinkflation, I believe. And I'll do a little more. Oh, look, they have a little Valentine's section. They have ribbon on sale. They have they have, oh my goodness, aren't these adorable? They have my doilies, you guys. I don't know what to do with them. Look at this. Oh, we're going to make this. Don't buy this because we'll make it. We'll make it even better. This is a Valentine's Day mini garland. We're going to make that. So don't make that. We'll make these little mini garlands. And, oh, look at these wood hearts. That's going to be fun to craft on. Wood heart key rings. Pom-poms. I got to just tell you. All right. All right, you guys. Have a great day. Oh, you got the red doily? All right. Okay. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you later. Tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Another card, but I haven't decided which one. So come back tomorrow to see what it is, all right? Talk to you guys later. Bye.